February 26, 2025. This is my review of Leviticus chapter 27 and Numbers chapter 1. I guess biggest takeaway here is I'm worth 50 shekels of silver, and if I want to buy myself back, it's 50 shekels of silver plus 20%, because I'm too poor. Man, this part's confusing to me. I don't quite understand it. I had to look it up and looked up a study by David Guzik, and he kind of explained that if the tithe, which we get in towards the end of the chapter 27 here, the whole concept of that and what satisfies that tithe, that 10% offering to God, that's what belonged to God. You, out of gratitude and whatnot, or dedication to God, you could make a vow, and you could make a vow with a person, property, things, and sell that thing, or maybe you wanted to buy it back. But that's my understanding of it. It's still confusing to me. And to buy it back, it was the price determined plus 20%. What everything was plus 20%, and then anything special that was set apart for the Lord originally, or it must never be sold or bought back. And it is set apart as holy. That person, that thing that you said this is the Lord's and set apart for the Lord, that's holy. Again, a little confusing to me. I don't understand this section. Then the other part, and the David Guzik study that I read, he didn't have a for sure this is what this is comment, but no person specifically set apart for destruction may be bought back. Such a person must be put to death. And I'm guessing, based on some of the comments there, that if somebody was to be put to death, or had a death sentence, or just was called out, that's what they had to do. You couldn't buy them back, couldn't do anything. That was just what needed to happen. So anyway, we get the tithe, the 10%, what was that belongs to the Lord, everything that's of an increase, or do the thing. This is, there was an increase in that time, because we get into the census and numbers, and wow, I'm just floored. First of all, it took me a minute. I don't know why I never figured this out before, but we have the 12 tribes of Israel, which were Jacob's sons, right? Other than the tribe of Levi wasn't included in one of the 12. And there's no tribe of Joseph other than Ephraim and Manasseh. Those are the substitutes for Levi and Joseph. Ephraim and Manasseh. Those are the two that aren't his sons. They were Jacob's sons. And if we look, or Joseph's sons, and if we look back upon Jacob, or Israel's death, he dedicated Ephraim and Manasseh as his own. So that's where those two are in place of Joseph, Joseph and Levi. So there's still 12 tribes. That's pretty interesting. But this is the thing, 603,550 without the tribe of Levi, and without women and children. That's just men of fighting age. That what is it, 25 to probably the worth of people that are worth 50 shekels anyway. So that's, by my estimation, that's well over 1.2, 1.5 million people. At least 1.2 million people, if not more. Holy cats, that's a lot of people to be wandering around in the desert. That's just amazing to me. But yeah, the Lord wants increase, he makes things increase. The Lord wants something. If he wants to make a big deal out of something, he makes a big deal out of it. Wow. God is amazing. And he did so with a terrible people, and we are part of that terrible people. We are just as bad as the Israelites were. We are flippant and just, ugh. Sometimes I disgust myself with some of the thoughts, but regardless, we're not there now. We're forgiven. We're holy. We're set apart. We are redeemed. We are perfect. Our sin has been atoned for, and we ask for forgiveness. We'll be forgiven. Love Jesus. Follow him. It's a good thing.